Yo, what's up, man?
Hey, what's up, guys?
How y'all doing? This is your boy Mike, right here with the Buttery Show. My brother Danny, how you doing, brother?
Hey, doing good, man. Good thing it's Friday. Woo!
Oh, bro, tell me
Right.
about it. Yeah, man.
Definitely.
Right now, we're about to get into Top Gun Maverick. So I was
Yeah.
in the middle of running errands, so I'm gonna have to do it from my cockpit right now.
Hey, that's sick. It definitely looks like a cockpit, man. That's awesome.
Exactly, and I feel like I'm in the danger zone because of this heat,
Yeah. Oh, sheesh, I bet.
bro. I think I lost 5 pounds already in water weight.
Nice.
All right, bro. Let's I want to start off like with this about Top Gun Maverick. It's gonna sound controversial, Danny. I don't want you to beat me up after the pod when I say this to you, okay?
Okay.
I think I like it a little bit more than the original.
100%. I agree with you
So
on that, man.
it's just something about it, bro. It's just a good movie, and I felt it was more cinematic than the original.
Oh, yeah, 100%, man. And like it lived up to, its potential and to the
Yeah,
sequel of it. It's like I didn't realize it was I thought it was gonna be like, like the same one, the original, just Maverick being a teacher,
yeah,
and training the new people, but those people that were on it were already in Top Gun, so
yeah,
it was just a different change of story. So it was all like, wow, like we're gonna see them in action, which we did see them in, in the first one, we did see them in action, but for
yeah,
this one, we saw them like, oh, they're already in Top Gun, he's just training us for this really, tough mission that they're going on. So, but definitely, I 100 agree with you on that, man.
bro. So with this movie, 'cause I know we saw it. We
Yeah,
got together. We had to see it.
yeah,
We saw it in San Diego to make it official.
yep.
Um, man, I think the thing about this film, it really like just dug in the fact that Maverick is not a polished superhuman. You know what I mean? It made him feel far more human in this film than the original. I don't know
Yeah,
what it is. It's something about the writing and the acting. What do you
right.
think?
Yeah, no, you're totally spot on that, man. Um, it's like it it was more, phenomenal,
Yeah,
and it like, how would I say it? There was like more action, better, yeah, better. Oh, I forgot the word.
was
Better,
cinematography better,
yeah,
special effects?
yeah, as special effects, all of that, And what was cool was that they kept some of the old stuff from the original movie into the sequel. So
Mm.
that was definitely, amazing.
I would phrase it more like a this is like the Empire Strikes Back of like fighter pilot movies.
You think so?
I mean, because I know there's been other films about people that are pilots and everything else, but Top Gun is like the Star Wars of like Air Force, Navy fighter pilot movies.
Right.
Because it's like, I mean, outside of Top Gun, right now, can you name 5 to 15 of the biggest movies about people that are pilots?
Not really.
Exactly.
Not
But
really.
but if I say, can you name off superhero franchises? It'd just be Spitfire,
Oh,
right?
oh yeah, 100%.
So I think that's why Top Gun is like the top dog of film when it comes to this genre. And with this film, I don't know if it's because I just think it was the perfect storm of, even though it's been a really long time, we had great advancements in stunt choreography,
Hmm.
everything that comes to filmmaking. Tom Cruise became a way more seasoned actor, and it's like they picked great casting and supporting actors and main cast actors that not only challenged Maverick but fleshed out his humanity even more in ways I didn't know I needed
Right.
personally.
Right.
How would you feel about that?
Yeah, definitely on that. It like, because like in the first movie, he was, the best of the best, but he was selfish. And in this part, he has his own students now, and he has to show that, I can't be selfish. I can't do, my own thing,
Yeah.
and just pretty much too, because he has Goose's son in the team,
Yeah.
and which at first he did not like because he felt that he wasn't ready, but Goose's son felt he was,
Yeah.
so he had to Maverick just had to live up to that and just be like, be like, I'm gonna train him and be the best, and worst case scenario, whatever happens, just move on, because it's a life or death situation. It's what they do. It's what they were trained for, and he
Mhm.
and Goose's son Rooster wanted to follow his dad's footsteps, so
Mm.
definitely on that,
I agree. And I really feel what I liked about this film, for me personally, I mean, we talked about it after we saw it, but
Yeah,
to condense it so that way I don't go on a long tirade, they took elements and beats from the original, transplant them into this sequel, and then they just modernized them in different ways. Like instead of Maverick and Iceman having basically, and part of my French, like a pissing contest,
yeah,
it was Hangman and Rooster.
Rooster, yeah,
Yeah, and then everything about that felt different from the first film because it wasn't about vanity for vanity's sake. It was, I have to prove myself. Hangman was only cared about his stats and his career and advancing like Iceman.
correct,
But in this case, it wasn't just a straight up dog fight. It was higher stakes because now we're bringing in nuclear, uranium aspects
yeah,
because it's not just a fight in the sky, but it's the fight on the ground that can affect our livelihood that's also attached to a fight in the sky.
of
And I
course,
felt linking those, it basically put a ball and chain in a good way onto the severity of the film.
right.
So how do you feel about that aspect of the film?
I felt it like I felt it was a great thing that they actually brought some aspects from the first film into the second one,
Yeah.
just to like show that, you know a lot has changed,
Yeah.
which it has. Sheesh, like
30 years.
yeah, yeah, 30 years. It's a long time. And back then, technology was different, so it just it just blew my mind.
Yeah.
But seeing the drastic change in all this, it was like, wow, like it reminds me so much of the first one, but the sequel lives up to it because it shows, for our new generation and our generation, of like how everything has changed drastically.
Yeah.
And two, as well, it was what I like too is like how you said, Rooster and Hangman are like Iceman and Maverick.
Yeah.
In the first film, they were going at it and everything, and that's what pretty much happened in the sequel. So it was awesome seeing different aspects of the first one to the sequel. So
Yeah.
it definitely lived up to its name for sure.
Now, with this one, how did you feel about the additional main characters and all the other supporting characters via all the additional fighter pilots
Mhm.
and the people of higher command above Maverick? How did you feel about their addition and their chemistry in the film?
I honestly thought it was great
Yeah.
because in the first one they had like all these co-actors, all these extras, but like they had screening time, but they didn't say much. They weren't able to explain like,
Yeah.
what about their life and everything. And in
Hmm.
the sequel, they actually had more co-stars in them. And what I like too is that they had a female pilot, which was
Oh,
awesome.
Phoenix
Yeah,
was killing it.
Phoenix, sheesh. My respects to her. It's awesome that she's bringing, females into like these type of movies, action movies. We got to definitely give credits to the women. So
That's what I also wanted to touch on, but I wanted you to lead into it.
yeah,
Um, that's a big thing that we were talking about it a little bit in the last about the first Top Gun, but I feel this reflects more. Uh, some people get upset about it because like they want to say it's wokeism and a negative connotation.
right,
I
right,
feel it's modernization, not wokeism.
Yeah.
Because it's like there's like some people for different reasons. We don't want to get too political into that, all that, but
Right.
some people can't handle the fact that there's female characters as leads, i.e., with everything that been happening with Kenobi. But
Of course.
with this one, Phoenix did not feel forced. She felt very natural in her role, but
Yeah.
also it shows that women can do just as much as men in the military when it comes to these contexts.
Yeah.
Now, some people want to always take it back to the whole biological, like they're not physically strong. That doesn't matter in this context at all. We're not here talking about strength contest. We're talking about, is she qualified? Is she a great pilot? What is her morality? Where's her head at? And
Oh,
everything in this film, it felt like her and Maverick, and inadvertently later Hangman, were like the three wise men in guiding Rooster to his ascension in this film.
right.
And I felt without Phoenix, Maverick did the job and Hangman would have came in, but Phoenix was the extra nudge, and again, pardon my French, to get Rooster's head out of his ass with him trying to hold a grudge against Maverick, because he's like, you killed my father, you stopped me from serving.
Yeah.
And Phoenix was like, yo, like, do your job, get it done. Don't worry about your vanity, not vanity, but don't worry about your grudge, dog. Like,
Right.
focus on what makes you a good pilot, because I can't trust Hangman.
Yeah.
I can only trust you. So, bro, grow up and be mature. And I felt like her being that delivery system outside of Maverick really helped push the story.
Yeah, it definitely did. And she's
Yeah.
a badass in the movie.
Oh, yeah.
I 100%. In my opinion, I felt like she was the best pilot out of everyone. Not just because she's a woman, but like just in the whole long story and everything, showing that just because I'm a woman, I can't do things that men can't do, and she did. She proved it.
Yeah.
Well, that was awesome, and also too, she was there for Rooster.
Yes.
Because you know how Hangman was, he lives up to his name, his code name, just always being on Rooster's bad side and just trying to like piss him off and everything. So
yeah,
definitely.
And it's just like, even though Payback and Bob and was it Fanboy was the third one, the Hispanic gentleman, Fanboy.
Yeah.
It was those three. They were there as fillers. I do wish I had more from them. They all pulled their weight.
Yeah.
But I wanted a longer film, and that, I don't know if it's because I'm being selfish, or I just feel with that representation as well, it fit. And I'm glad that they were comrades. They did the job. Kudos to all the actors. You guys did great. On a writing creative aspect of it, I wish that we got more of them, but I think what they did was perfectly good. If after this we're gonna get a third Top Gun, and then now it's like sprinting. It's like, okay, like you can see the baton getting passed to them, but for the time being, we're gonna pull back from Phoenix, Fanboy, Payback, Bob. Let's just focus more on Rooster, Maverick. Yeah. So, and I feel like if they do a third one, I want more backstory from them. I want full fleshed out stories, or if need be, maybe a mini series.
That'd be great. And I was always thinking about that. You know what
I'm saying? Because it's like,
yeah,
that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah,
because
you have all these backstories, and it's like, they did a great job, but I want to hear more about them. Like what made them become fighter pilots and everything, because everyone has a backstory. Maverick became a fighter pilot because his father was,
Yeah.
And it was just like, they definitely need to do like you said, a mini series about this. I think it would be a great idea, but who knows? It could happen. Like at one point I did think that they were gonna do a sequel to it, but at the same time I felt like they weren't.
Yeah.
But you never know. So
okay, my personal question to you: who was the bigger star in this film, Tom Cruise or Rooster's mustache? I'm kidding.
definitely Rooster's mustache.
I feel like he should have got top billing, not Miles Teller, but the mustache.
Yeah. But isn't it the crazy part that he looks like the actual actors? Like if he Goose and his mom, he looks just like them. That's crazy.
I know.
That's insane.
I was waiting the whole time for Hangman to throw a instrument at him. He's like, "Were you dragging or were you pulling?" Little whiplash reference, but
yeah.
But yeah, man, like okay, so everybody knows Tom Cruise is a GOAT, one of the
Yeah.
greatest of all time. We get that. Kudos to him. Now let's talk about Miles Teller. What are your feelings on him as Rooster? Like, just go ham with how you feel about his character.
So for his character, I liked him a lot. He did great. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's nothing about it. It was like a resemblance of Goose, literally.
Mm-hmm.
He, I mean, the only part was he didn't have his dad's, his characteristics. His like more fun side. I felt like Rooster was a little more serious. I
Yeah,
mean, he did know when to have fun and everything, but Goose was always laughing, playful,
yeah,
cracking jokes and everything.
yeah. He didn't. The thing is that Rooster had that earned chip on his shoulder,
Yeah,
and because nothing that held him, not held him back, but nothing that bothered him was vain. It
right,
was completely righteous and earned. And if I grew up the way he did and saw things from his limited perspective, I would have been a dick towards Tom Cruise too.
right.
As you know, as people who saw the film, and if you're 16 minutes into the stream and you haven't seen the film, spoiler alert, too late. Um, with his mom's death
Yeah,
and him not knowing that his mom pushed Maverick to be like, "Hey, you need to
he just
protect my son."
right,
And Rooster, of course, he's not seeing that
of
because
course,
he's focused on honoring his father over what are my mother's concerns,
right,
and I can't. He's living by my father died, and I feel with Rooster, it's more of a type of survivor's guilt, and that's natural. That happens to a lot of people when they lose a loved one.
right,
But in this case, it wasn't earned in the sense of Maverick and him did what Goose did what they had to do to survive. But Rooster, I feel he's pushing himself more than anyone should for for situations outside of his control because he was like what 2 years old when his
yeah,
dad died.
yeah,
But we could feel it's weighing on his soul, which is why he was about to beat the I can't cuss on here like that,
yeah,
but beat the what out of Hangman when Hangman brought up his dad's death,
right.
which was pretty crappy.
Yeah, no, definitely. It was a dick move. It really was,
Oh, completely.
100%. But the thing why I felt like he did that was because I think he was jealous because Maverick was putting so much attention into Rooster, and they started seeing that, and they're like, "Why does he? Why do they have like a connection? Why are they always talking about like what's going on?"
Yeah.
So
Oh, Danny, bro, we got some comments. If we could pull up some of the comments right now, let's take a
awesome.
look at them. All right, let's see what the first one is. See if it pops up. It says Michael Jake Gonzalez. Michael legit looks like inside of a cockpit. That is true. Right now, I'm going to try to fly over to Chipotle and earn some guacamole.
Hey,
Jake says he agrees the film is better than the original. A high rarity of film being better than the first film. That's true. Okay, what's the next? Captain Marvel. Woo, woo! I love the chemistry between you two. We need more podcasts of you two from Eric Williams. Thank you, Eric.
thanks, man. Appreciate that.
Miles Teller kills it in this role.
100%.
Yes. What's next? Thoughts on Iceman's death? Messed me up, bro.
You know what's the crazy part? I didn't think he was gonna die. I honestly thought one of the pilots were going to die.
Yeah.
What's the crazy part? I don't know why I felt like they were. I thought they were gonna do this. I felt that
They're
Rooster.
still, yeah,
Yeah, that's what I thought.
man.
But honestly, it gave me like a big relief. I was like, oh, good. Like I don't know,
They
like.
killed Iceman because he's black. No, I'm kidding. Okay. All right, let's see what the next one is. Oh my God, a Top Gun series, that would be amazing. I know, Jake. Jake Gonzalez, you know what's up.
Yeah, you
Uh,
do, man.
yeah, let's see what's next. Rooster reminds me of Adonis Creed. Yes, that's right.
To
Uh,
be honest.
yeah, Ryan Buetta. What would you want to see in a third film?
That's a good one.
You want to take this off, Danny?
I think me for the third film, I would definitely love to see, the original cast, Miles Teller, Phoenix, Hangman, all of them. But I would love to see just them. Even though Tom Cruise, amazing actor, did amazing, but he it was his time. I think it's his time to like leave and give the baton to them and have them experience, which they did experience, but have them show more about their life. Pretty much the next people to show why they joined Top Gun, why.
Haha.
But I feel like it'd be great, if they did have a third one. That's my opinion. I feel like to talk more about the characters, but I would love to see more about Phoenix for sure.
Okay, this is what I would do. If we had to go strictly movie, I would want two different aspects of it. I would have it take off where the beginning of this one began, where they would have to prove them being not obsolete versus drones, or it being them having to learn to do drone pilot scenarios where
Mm,
that's where the stakes are held, or a rival program trying to make Top Gun obsolete and to cut its
ooh,
budget.
wow.
And then that makes Hangman act like less of a prick.
Yeah.
And then everybody has to be like, yo, we're all Top Gun. And but I want the stakes to fall more on everyone except Rooster and Hangman. I
Right.
want it to fall more in Bob's hands, Phoenix, Payback, and Fanboys. I want to see put everybody to the metal. Make sure
Right.
Top Gun, a gun is a gun because it carries multiple bullets. So let's see what each bullet can do
Yeah.
in that gun. You know what I'm saying.
Yeah. Definitely.
That's just how I feel. Off topic, what Marvel hero could Tom Cruise play? Okay, besides the superior Iron Man,
Huh.
I know it's gonna be
That's a tough one.
controversial.
Yeah.
Danny, do not slap me for saying this. I want to see him play the Beyonder in Secret Wars.
Okay.
Mm.
Beyond or Secret Wars. That is.
Now, for those who don't know, Secret Wars is when an alien called the Beyonder, who's like a godlike creature,
Mhm.
kidnaps all the heroes and villains from the Marvel universe and puts them on a planet to fight to the death.
Nice.
Yeah, that's just me.
Yeah. For me, that's a tough one.
Yeah.
Definitely Iron Man, of course, but if I had to pick, mm, I think, ah, dang, that's a really tough one. I've never really thought about that. If I had to pick one off the top of my head, I think he could probably be. No, no. I I honestly I think he could do Mr. Fantastic.
Mm.
You know,
Yeah. Sorry, I'm just
it would.
think
It.
my
I think
camera's
that's
gonna die
that's my
soon.
opinion. I would have to really think about that one, but Mr. Fantastic comes up to the top of my head. So,
Yeah. I mean, we got John Krasinski. So
what would be the name of rival school would you pitch? Mike, you're still there? Sorry, guys. I think we lost him. Hold on. Sorry about that. Technical difficulties. Give us 1 second. Try to bring him back. Mm, okay. Okay, he may have lost connection or something, but yeah, I guess I'll keep continuing in the meantime while he, tries to get back on. Um, do I got any questions? Oh, I did see someone did say a question. Give me 1 second. What would be the name of the rival school would you pitch? Haha. That's a tough one because that was Mike's question, but name of the rival school. If they're Top Gun, I think, that'd be a tough name. If they're Top Gun, then The rival school would probably be it's a tough one, but I mean, you can't pick up another name other than Top Gun. That's a really good one. But rival school name, I would definitely have to be I think probably Elite Fighters. Elite Fighters sounds good. Another one, I have another one kind of the other one would probably be like definitely have to be no, that's kind of hard to choose, but for me, in my opinion, it'd probably be Elite Fighters. Because you can't. I mean, what other thing can you beat Top Gun? That's like a best name, even though the actual school is not named Top Gun. So, any other questions besides Top Gun? Favorite Tom Cruise film? Wow, there's a lot of them. I grew up watching with Tom Cruise. Definitely The Last Samurai. I love that one so much. Still watch it to this day. The Outsiders. I don't know if you guys remember that one. That was like probably I think it was the first film he started in. I'm not sure. Got to double check on that. But yeah, the Last Samurai for me was probably favorite Tom Cruise film for sure. So, I think we got someone back in here.
Oh, yeah. So looks like sorry guys, I'm having technical difficulties on my end. I'm gonna have to bounce from this part of the live stream. But hey, thank you for having me on again for the Buttery Show, Danny. You're killing it, and I had fun discussing the film with you.
Definitely, man. Yeah, you too. Yeah, I mean, do we have any more questions before Mike takes off? I mean, any other questions? I don't know if you want to answer this, Mike. They asked, besides Top Gun, favorite Tom Cruise film. I said mine was The Last Samurai.
Mission Impossible 1.
Yeah.
Easy.
All
right, guys. Sorry, guys, because it's like because the heat. It was overheated my equipment, and my equipment's about to like frizzle out again. I'm on a temporary camera right now. So we're gonna end the stream here. But Danny, I'm sorry again. Hey, thank you for coming on, and thank you guys for watching the Buttery Show's review of Top Gun Maverick.
Yeah, thank you. You guys have a good one, and stay safe, and have a great weekend.
All right, peace.